Hi, I'm Stephen Wu for Fellow Barber, and today I'm showing you the one-length haircut. Alright, first off, during the consultation, I'll be analyzing and asking questions about how he would like to wear his hair and how much we're going to be taking off of his hair. While I'm doing that, I'm also inspecting through his hair with my hands, lifting up to check out the hairline, running my fingers through his hair and see if there's any breakage that we need to be addressing, putting it down, taking a look in the mirror to check how much we should take off and how much he's comfortable with. Today we'll be using the Fellow Winter Wash to lightly cleanse the hair and put more moisture back into his hair since it felt dry and brittle. But first, let's make sure we fully saturate the hair with water. Because the product has a conditioner-like texture, make sure to spread it out all over your hands before applying it. Let's start from the ends and work our way up, with a gentle scrub of the scalp, making sure we distribute all over back down to the ends. Let's make sure to really work it into the scalp so that the product can cleanse and moisturize from the scalp, roots, and ends. Make sure to squeeze all excess moisture at the bowl so the water is not dripping. Drape your client as you would for a haircut. Because the hair is wet, we're going to go ahead and use a wide tooth tool to organize the hair and comb it out. I'm going to be using the Fellow styling cream to prep the hair. Apply a pea-sized amount and emulsify it in your hands for best coverage. Because my client has finer and drier hair, the styling cream will help keep it hydrated throughout the cut. We will start off by parting the hair into 4 quadrants. With the first section, from front to back, by keeping our elbows up and parallel to the floor, I can encourage the line to be straight. Here we go with our first section. Our second parting will start from the top of the apex to the back of the ear. Clean up the lines so that you have a clean working section. Ensure that your sections are super clean. Comb the individual sections together and clip everything out of the way. Twist the section into itself until there is some tension and clip the tail to the base. This will make sure the section stays secure. Use this technique to work your way around the head to secure all quadrants. While you're doing this, make sure to clean up the sections if you need to. Let's take a look at the hairline and visualize how much we should take off at the ends. We don't want to remove the whole section, but just cleaning it up. Let's address this area with our feather razor to softly diffuse our edges. If any lines seem too heavy, we can elevate slightly to remove weight. While the rest of the hair is still up, I will clean up the sideburns and around the ears with my trimmers instead of scissors. This will help me work through my client's particular coarser hair and resulting in a cleaner finish. Alright, to start the haircut, let's drop out our first horizontal section and make our straight line. Next, let's drop the other section and match the previous line. Usually, this first line sits about an inch above the nape hairline. Because my client's hair is less dense, I decided to take a bigger section to create our first guide. When organizing your first section, make sure to use the finer side of your comb to create enough tension and precision. During our consultation, I've decided to take off about an inch to preserve his length. As you pull the section down to cut, start from the middle and work your way laterally to ensure a balanced line. You can go from the middle to the left and middle to the right. Always make sure to slightly tilt the head forward to prevent layering the line. This will keep your end result slightly beveled so it doesn't flip up. Continue to work your way up the rear 2 quadrants in 1-inch sections, cutting laterally from the middle to the left and the middle to the right, keeping a nice and straight line. Once you go past the occipital, you can start cutting the section in your fingers, but still keep close against the back to prevent elevation. As you get to the top of the head, there will be less to cut. Although there won't be much to cut, still comb through and check for balance in your line and see if you missed any hairs. Alright, now let's move to the sides. Take 1-inch section above the ears. I will now turn the head to the left so that the sides and the back section line up. This allows me to connect the back and the front without working on the shoulder, giving me a more precise shape and line. Continue in this manner up the side of the head. Keeping the head turned will help us prevent unwanted overdirection, which would cause an increase in length at the front. Once the quadrant is complete, have the client turn back to the front and check your line. Notice how I release some tension by pressing above and below the ear with my comb. This ensures I don't cut off too much hair in that area. When the hair is dry and the ear tends to lift this section, it can affect your final shape. Moving on to the other side. Make sure to keep constant moisture in the hair, as this section could have dried up. Repeat on the other side. Take 1 inch above the ear. Turn the head, make your line, then back to the front. Again, make sure to release some tension by pressing above and below the ear. Alright, once it's all done, let's check for balance. Ensure you're pulling hair from the sections that mirror each other. For the fringe area, I will pull everything forward to match both sides and check for balance. Before I style the hair, one last check for balance. For the styling, I chose Fellow Mineral Spray to enhance his natural wavy texture. The mineral spray will help to expand the hair, giving volume and movement. I am lightly twisting the hair as I diffuse to encourage his hair to create soft waves. Using a diffuser will not disturb the surface of the hair, and it will prevent the hair from frizzing up. Also, gently lift the roots up to create some volume. Ta-da! There it is, smooth and wavy with cleaned off ends.